All right, here we go. We got our power probe. I got 2 jumper wires. The reason why I'm using the jumper wires is because let's take one of these solenoids. And inside there, you'll see 2 little contact pins.
Light is really bad.
Oh, you want to come over this side? It is kind of behind us. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
It's dark in there. I can see the solenoid fine, but no.
All right, guys, hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, here I got a little light here. How's that?
Still,
huh?
Still can't see them.
Hold it.
Yeah, okay, we can see them.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So those 2 contact pins right there, what we're going to do is after I clean up the outside, I'm going to take these 2 jumpers right here, put one on one side, the other on the other. Then I'm going to use my power probe to jump it. All right, got me a can of carburetor cleaner. The first thing I'm going to do is get me let's set this to the side over here. Get me a container so I can spray it and clean it up and go inside instead of all over the cardboard. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, the first thing I'm gonna do is take my solenoids and I got a can of carburetor cleaner with the straw on it, and I'm gonna, and you can actually see, you can see the dirt inside of there, the grime and all that. So I'm gonna sit here and then make sure I get into the holes. Look at that. Huh. Okay. So I'm gonna take each one of them and spray them and clean them out. And I'm gonna clean them all up. All right, so let's do all of them and then we'll be right back. Okay, we got them all cleaned up from the outside. The next thing I need to do is activate these solenoids so we can clean up on the inside. Now, we just tried to get our jumper wires in there and that thing will not fit. So what we did, we went and got the wiring harness. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to connect one of them. And we're looking at the yellow wire. So let's first let's ground the outside. Get all the other 3 out of the way. And then I'm going to find out which one goes to the other side. All right, now you saw my power probe light up. So now I know I got the other side of that because the other ones, nothing is connected. So what I'm gonna do is let's cut my sound off, and I'm gonna activate that solenoid. Let's see if that's we got it. And actually, if you look closely inside, you can see the pintle moving. You got that? Mm-hmm. So what we're gonna do here is it's gonna take 2 of us. Sylvia is going to hold this into here unless I can. No, you're not going to be able to record this. Matter of fact, yeah, hold it right into there till the light come on.
Yeah.
All right, and well, you're going to have to hold it like a handle because you're going to have to push this button up.
Push it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now try it, test it. It's a toggle, so you're gonna have to not backwards, forward.
I am pushing back.
The top of the button, push it forward. Push it down hard.
Oh, push it down.
Okay. Now at the same time, make sure you're putting pressure toward this way. All right, and when she do that, I'm gonna spray this. All right, go ahead.
Oh, keep it.
Uh-huh. All right, let it go. All right, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna hook and do each of them until we can make sure we get those cleaned out. All right, let's do that and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we noticed one thing. We was cleaning them out and we got our air to clean them up. And this one right here, watch this right here. Watch right around the ring. This air thing. Put pressure on it. See how it's bubbling up? You saw that? You didn't see it?
Little, very little on it.
A little bit, but it's bubbling up. Just saw a little bit from that side. So it looks like the solenoids is actually, man. Let's you know what? Let's try it. Let's try another one and see what we get on this one right here. Yeah, I see a little bit bubbling. Huh? It's on your side. Okay, that one's leaking a little bit. Let's try this one.
Oh yeah.
That one's leaking. Man. But we're gonna move forward. We're gonna still try it. But it definitely looks like. Let me try the last one. Over here, another one. This is a different one, other than the others, but I don't see nothing. You see anything? But these three. Yeah, I see it too. Dang it. That's not a lot of pressure. These things put out up to 700 psi. So, you know, if it's leaking, it's definitely not going to get what it's supposed to be getting. This sucks that you can't find these solenoids. But we cleaned them up. I'm going to clean up the harness being that I'm out here. I'm going to spray this up a little bit. We cleaned up this solenoid already. And we're going to go and put this together. It sucks. It sucks that they come out with what they design stuff like this. I mean, fine. Make it so I can change the solenoids. Idiots. Alright, we're going to clean this up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, here we are. Ready to put this valve body back together. Alright, the first thing I want to do is got our solenoids. I want to tilt my valve body to the side. And I know this port right here is the solenoid that's different from all the rest, the other three. So that's this one right here. So I'm going to set that in just like that. The other three, set them in, and notice how I'm keeping the plugs straight up because I have to do that to make sure the pins line in. Now here we have our 4 roll pins right here that's going to keep each solenoid into place. And we got to remember where they went. There's one right here. Okay. Go to the next one. Here it is right here. Okay. The next one is up here. I know you're like, how the heck he knows where that went? I'm talking to Sylvia right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you know already? Dang it.
Pay attention.
Okay, where's our last one at? Right here. Alright. Got our last one in. Great. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we got our check balls, and I just dropped one. And,
Yeah, I'll get it.
well, we're gonna set the check balls in, one right here and then the other one right there. So we're gonna set that in and we'll be right back. All right, we got our check balls in place. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we got 3 filters here, and one is gonna go right there. I'm just gonna go right there, and they set down in like a little groove, so you want to make sure they definitely go into place here, just like that. All right, let's move on to the next step. We'll be right back. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is put this center plate up here. Wait a minute. Wait one darn minute. 2. I'm looking at our check balls here. I definitely see 2, but I'm looking at little indentations right here. 1, 2, and 3. But we only got 2, so
Maybe that plate is used for others.
maybe because there's no other.
Because according to where that spot is,
There's no.
it would have to be somewhere up here.
No, don't. It's right over here.
Yes, it would.
It was not.
This.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is on this
Okay. Okay. You win. All right. So let's take our plate.
Too much.
Bring it over.
As I said.
Yeah. Just lay it up there. Okay. Make sure these are into place. 2 of them. Great. We're looking good. We're looking good. Now the next thing we're going to do is here's the top half of the valve body. And just want to make sure we're looking at this right here. Okay. And what I want to do here is get a bolt to make sure I go ahead and get them lined up. So we're going to slowly lower this down onto where those filters are also. Make sure we don't mess nothing up. Okay, great. Okay, let's get us a bolt started here. A bolt started here. And remember over here we have 3 small bolts, the shortest bolts. Let's see. I got them right here. 1. 2. And 3. Now before I do that, I want to make sure that none of the bolts here are going to hold on to that. And it looks like it might do. Okay, right there. That one's right there, that one's right there. Snap you on into place. Alright, let's get the rest of our bolts in. We'll be right back. Okay, we got all our bolts in. And I want you to pay attention that on 2 ends over here, this end over here, it's got the nut and a bolt. And the one right over this side has the nut and the bolt. Okay, other than that, we got our 10mm deep 1/4" drive, like a little air gun. And what I'm going to do now is start from the center. I'm going to bring these down a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and tighten them all up. Alright, let's get them all tightened up. We'll be right back. Alright, we got them all tightened down, except for these 3 right here. This 3 holes in the filter. Alright, let's turn this over now. And we got this little valve in here. You gotta remember this little valve right here. So make sure that stays in there. Alright, let's turn our valve body over now. And here we go to the other side. We got Let me clean up this little hole right here a little better. Alright. Figure out how our harness is going around. Okay. Let's plug up our solenoid right here. Since that's going to be right about there, this is going to come up here. Let's plug this up. Great. Alright, let's remove our hex bolts that's holding everything down. Okay, let's set it down. Let's plug up all our solenoids. Okay, plug up this one. Okay, that one's gonna be up here. Okay, let's get this one pushed down, set into place. Great. Okay, now we got 1, 2, 3, 4 hex bolts. Let's put them into place, and then we're gonna tighten them up. Be right back. All right, we got our bolts in there, 5mm hex socket, 1/4" drive, and to tighten. Here, let me get one up here. You can see better.
I can see.
Don't yell at me.
Don't tell me.
Don't yell at me. I don't. You know,
I'll teach you what for.
This is what I go through. All right, check it out. You want to tighten it down till it stops, and then a little bit more. See, you should be doing this.
I'm not doing that.
All right, so we're gonna tighten them, bring them all down. A little bit more. That's it. All right, let's finish to tighten them up, and we'll be right back. All right, guys and girls, we got it back together pretty quick. This plug over here is going to go to the plug for the harness of the vehicle. Just leave that alone. Looks good. Just looks good. Hopefully it works. You know, my thing is, this is with Nissan and everybody messed up. Nobody has these solenoids, because I firmly believe that if we would have been able to change these solenoids, no question about it, we would have had this thing going. But we still 50-50. We cleaned them out, sprayed them. They're working good. Even though I saw a little leaking up there, we're gonna see if that makes a difference or not. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, girls, here we go. Here's our nice, clean valve body. Clean up all the solenoids and all. Got our connecting all. For what we're gonna need on this step right here, put all this to the side. We're not gonna need all that. But we are gonna need these 3 sections right here. These little 3 pieces. All right. So, the first thing we're gonna do, you see our shift lever right here? We wanna make sure that's out, because we're gonna need that to hook up here. Let's get up under here. And see if we got some light. Here we go. Oh, you don't need no light. You don't need no light at all. We're gonna make sure it hooks up right to there. Alright, and then we got our plug connector right there, so we gotta make sure that's hooked up also. But alright. So, oh, you know what? And let's get 1 or 2 of our long bolts so we can hold this up in place. And what we're going to do is put the throttle body up, plug it up, and then position it up and put the bolts in place. Easy peasy. Okay, let's just see how this goes. Okay, I'm going to have to hold this camera some kind of way, some kind of funky. Alright, so it's gonna go like this. And there's our valve, should be on that side. Alright, so we're gonna put that up there just like that. We're gonna plug it up first. I'm gonna do it. I can't do this with one hand. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record this part, and then I'm gonna put you down. And remember, see that rod right there, that's the shifting rod. Make sure it goes right between that little outlet, that little opening right there. So I'm gonna plug that up and push the throttle body up, and then I'm gonna take 2 bolts and I'm gonna get that lined up, and so get it secured into place. All right, so let's set this valve body down and we'll be right back. All right, guys, girls, check it out. Got my 2 bolts up, everything's up there plugged up. My shifter is right here. Now I'm not gonna hook this up yet. I wanna make sure we get that valve body bolted in. So now what we're gonna do is take the remaining 10mm bolts, these long bolts, and we're gonna go in and hand start them. You definitely wanna hand start them so they're not cross-threaded. Let's put all of them in, and then we're gonna go ahead and tighten them up. Be right back. All right, we got all the bolts in. Now I'm gonna tighten up. These are 10mm bolts, and what I'm gonna use, these are not torqued heavy. Now, don't super down, so I'm using my cordless drill with a 10mm deep socket, and we're gonna start from the middle. It should be 11 bolts. Start from the middle and work your way out. Okay? Alright, let's finish tightening them up and we'll be right back. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do is hook up the shifter linkage right about here. And what we got here is, first we got our lever, and you notice from the first part or something, second part, I put that little chalk mark right there, that marker, so that I know that's outside towards me. So I know that's gonna go on just like that. And it fits right into the slot right there. And then we got a lock washer and a 14mm nut right here that we're gonna put on and tighten that up. All right, so let's get that up there nice. All right, let's get that on. We'll be right back. All right, check that out. Got that on, looking good. Everything is looking great. All right, so what I got me is a 14mm deep with my 6-inch 1/4-inch driver extension, and I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that up. I'm gonna tighten that up until I see the lock washer flatten out, stop, and then I'm gonna turn it a little bit more. Do not over tighten things like this. All right, so let's get that up there. Okay, and let's tighten it a little bit more. Done. All right, let's go get our pan. We gotta clean the pan out, and we're gonna put that back up here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We're gonna get our filter first. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, girls, next thing we gotta do, we're gonna put our filter on. Nice and clean this filter up, nice and clean inside and all. Okay, let's go up here. And you wanna make sure, you see that O-ring? Make sure you got that O-ring up on there. And you got 3 bolts holding in, 3 short 10mm bolts. 1, 2. I should have took this out before I started recording. 3. All right, and the neck of your filter is going to set right up into there. So what you want to do is set your filter just like this. Make sure them bolts are going to be lined up. Put it into place. There we go. It's up in place. Let's get our 3 10mm bolts, put them in, tighten them up. Be right back. All right, guys and girls, here we go. We got our pan, and you can see it's got the gasket on it. Do not put any kind of sealer on this, because you don't want to take a chance of that sealer dropping into the pan and that screen picking it up and clogging this transmission up. So this is nice and clean. And by the way, I'm gonna check this out. You remember in part 1 we dropped the pan and there was like a lot of metal shavings, and check it out. When I cleaned this out, the metal shavings, it was what you see in there right there. What I got cleaned up is what you see. You do not see no actual metal shavings. That's just normal wear and tear on this belt, because it's got the push belt in there that's made out of metal. So you're going to get some kind of discharge from that. All right, so stop believing these people. Tell them that mess. All right, so we got 15 10mm bolts right over. You see right over there, and we got our pan right here. Let's go up here. All right, and then get our pan situated to the way it's supposed to go. Yeah, that looks like about right. Right about there. Everything's lined up. Great. All right, let's get our 10mm bolts and put them in and tighten them up. We'll be right back. All right, got all our bolts in there, started. Now I'm gonna go around with my 10mm deep 1/4" drive. I tightened up 2 of them already. Let's go around here, tighten them up, go all the way around. And we are looking good, guys. We're looking really good on this job. I'm kind of confident. So, all right, let's tighten these bolts up and we'll be right back. All right, guys, girls. Now, the next thing is putting fluid in the car. Now, there's 2 ways of doing this. One, you can take it to the dealership and have them fill it up for you and cost you an arm and a leg. Or 2, you can do it yourself. Or 3, you can do it yourself with another way. All right, check this out. This bolt right here, I think it's a 17mm. You want to take this out. If you saw the pan, there's a tube inside. That's the fill level for this. Now, you can also try to get a tool and push the fluid up in there and let it keep going. And the car's got to be on level ground and until the fluid comes out. But the thing is, you got to have the car running and the car's got to be warm. The transmission fluid has to be warm. That's right, it can be done. Or you could do it the other way. You see the tube right there? That tube? That's also a fill tube. And there's a cap on it. And what you want to do, reach up there, pop that cap off, and here it is right here. Now you can go online and you can get a dipstick actually made for this car, so you can check the fluid as well. But at the same time, you're still gonna have to check the fluid. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, definitely, you can do that. So that would eliminate that. All right. So we're gonna take this off and we're gonna put the fluid in from up there. Put the car on level ground. Open the bolt up until the fluid comes out, because we don't have the dipstick. So we're going to be doing it that way, though. And we're going to fill it up from there. Is a lot easier than trying to get something to put the fluid up through there. And also, this car does not take regular transmission fluid. You got to get special transmission fluid, specially designed for CVT transmissions. All right, and matter of fact, I'm about to get ready to show you that. All right, so we're not going to put our little shield back here yet, because this is nice and open right here. So we didn't put our shield yet back on the bottom of here. All right, let's get our fluid and we're gonna put it in from the top. All right, guys, it's raining out here. I got my transmission dipstick tube and I got to connect adapters on it to fit down into the transmission. So I'm about to show you in a little bit, but it's kind of like pouring out here. Now, the next thing you want to do, guys, go to Amazon. Go to Amazon, get you some automatic transmission fluid. This is synthetic Transmax CV specifically for CVT. This is fully synthetic too. Now check this out. At your local auto parts stores, they're going to charge you like $15. And get it on Amazon for $5 and something a quart. That's right, and this is Castrol. Check that out. So, what we're gonna do here is set this camera up right here, and we're gonna start putting this fluid in. I already know that we're gonna be. I already know I can put in at least 3 quarts. So, we're gonna put this in here. Look at that CVT, and it's red. So we're gonna put in 3 quarts. It's gonna take a little bit to drain because I got the hose down there, and this hose is kind of small when it's going down there. Dang, and it's already leaking a little bit. So let me put this in there, and I'll be right back. All right, I got 2 in. I thought it was leaking, but it's not. Let's see if you can look up under there. See that? But it's raining out. That's water. But this little gadget I made is working great. Man, look at that. Ooh, working great, man. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. So what I'm gonna do is put 1 more quart in. I got 6 just to be sure. Hey, I wasn't taking no chances. So I'm gonna put one more in. I'm gonna start this up. This is that little plug you take off of there. Start this up, put it in the gears, make sure it goes in gears, and then I'm gonna let it warm a little bit. And then what I'm gonna do is take out that bolt at the bottom, and we're gonna make sure that it is full. All right. And let's see where the car is setting. It's pretty level. It might be a little bit forward. Maybe I'll jack it up just a little bit to bring the front up just a little bit. All right, be right back. All right, what I'm keep doing, I keep putting the camera in the car so it don't get wet. And when I record, I come back out. All right, I got my jack stand, my jack up under there, sitting right in front of the cross member. You can see it up under there. So that's going to pick up the front of the car. Yeah, it's nice and level. And if you want, guys, hey, go on that bottom rail right there, get you a leveler. All you DIY construction workers, get you a leveler right there and level that car right off. I say, wow, that's a good idea, Tim. All right, so we're looking good. We're looking good. We got one more here. You know, yeah. Just to be sure, I'm gonna put one more in there, and then let's get this out of the way. We're gonna start this up. I know you guys are like, what's going on? Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Is he gonna live up to that thing? If we can't repair it, nobody can. I'm gonna say that right now. But anyway, let's get this one more in there. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you this funnel that I'm using, because this thing is great, man. Because you can't use it. You can't use the standard transmission funnel because it's too big to go in there. So let's get this cord in here. Then I'm gonna start it up and go through the gears. Be right back. All right, guys, got 3 quarts in. Let's go in here. Let's go over here and start it up. Okay. Let's go through the gears. Reverse. And I can tell by the gears how it feels, and the RPM will drop. There's reverse. Felt it drop in. Neutral. RPM went back up. Let's go to drive. We're in the drive. All right, I'm gonna let this warm up, and then we're gonna remove that bottom bolt. Be right back. All right. Put my tools out here, get ready. Got a little light. Got a 19mm deep socket, 3/8 drive, got a little flashlight so we can see up under here. And the only thing I want to do right now is see something. I can't even see nothing up under here. There we go. Okay. We gotta get our bolt right over here. All right, it's loose. Now what I want to do is start the car up and take that bolt out, and there's got to be fluid coming out of there. Make sure the transmission warm. Make sure it is warmed. And I wish I need to do a little pan or something so when it drops down out of there. Just get a little pan and get that right back. All right, got my pan up under there. Let's go over here and start this up. All right. Got it warming up. Let's go up under here. Gotta take out the bolt. Dang it. Still low in fluid. Put some more fluid in. Right back. All right, had to add some more fluid. It was like whining. And how many quarts did I use? 1, 2, 3, 4 quarts I've used so far. Let's get up under here. Take that bolt out. I don't know if I can see it. You'll be able to see it. All right, you see that? I took that bolt out. Nothing came out of there. So I'm still low in fluid. Let's get us another one. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep on pouring the fluid in until you see a stream come out of that bottom thing right there. All right, I'm gonna put the camera up because it's raining, but as soon as I see it, let's see if we can watch this together though. Take this off, take it in another quart. And remember, because you got that tube inside the pan, so what we're gonna do now is just keep on pouring fluid and put about a half a quart. Go up under here, check it, nothing's coming out. So we know we gotta keep on adding fluid. So keep on doing that. You get the camera out of the rain, we'll be right back. All right guys, I put in 6 quarts. And there it is, you see that right there? So we know that transmission's full right now. So I'm gonna put my drain plug back in and we're gonna shut this thing off. Be right back. All right, we're back out in the rain again. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is pull up my dipstick. And then this is what I did. Took a funnel that had the little swivel on it, the plastic. I used a clamp against my transmission funnel. Then I stuck a 5/16 hose on the end of this because the 5/16 hose will go right inside the tube. This end will not. So that's how you're gonna put the fluid in there, okay? Don't listen to anybody else. That's how you put that fluid in there. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is get our stuff out the way, clear up the cardboard and all, let the car down, and we're going for a drive. Remember, the car didn't go over about between 20 and 30 miles an hour. The car will not go over that. Let's put this to a test. Let's put everything to a test. Should I leave y'all hanging for episode 8? Oh yeah, I gotta put this tube back, put this plug back. Should I leave you hanging for part 8? Or should I? Should I put it in now? I don't know. I guess we'll be back and find out. All right, guys, good. The rain slowed up. I got everything jacked down. Here we go. This is the big test. Should I leave? I should go ask Sylvia. Should I leave you hanging? We got number 24 today. Let's see what she says. Should we leave them hanging? Should we leave them hanging for another episode?
Nah, let them know. Yeah.
Okay. I know y'all like, wow, he got a lot of confidence, man. He don't even know whether it's gonna work or not. It don't matter. If it don't work, I don't charge the customer. So the customer's still in the same position. So don't matter. Remember, 20 to 30. This car will not go over that amount. Oh yeah. I'm in. I want y'all to watch this. Watch this. No, check that out. No checking. No check engine light. No nothing. No nothing. I ain't even cleared nothing out, man. Oh man, this thing got some pickup. Cut my wipers on. Hey. Alright, here we go, guys. Oh, look at it. Oh, oops, I better run this light. Yo, you check that out. Yo, we got a lot of haters out there gonna hate this. Yo, let's check this out again. Look at that, guys. Look at that. I gotta keep stopping because I got a thing here. You know what? We are bad. There's no question about it. Matter of fact, I should go get the. You know what? Let's go. No, it's a private road. Can't go down there. What I'm gonna do? Go get the customer. We're gonna take the customer for a ride. We are in. We are number one. If we can't repair it, nobody can. Check that out. Can you dig it? Oh. Okay, we got a main. So there are haters out there. You got y'all haters. Let's go here on the main highway. This is 64. Okay, let's go down here. Let's take this thing. Okay, let's look at it. Look at it, guys. Look at it. I'm at 50. 50. RPM is at 2 something. 50. I'm gonna go more. 60. Oh, speed limit's only 45 over here. We did it. We are definitely. I gotta turn around. Oh, where am I at anyway? I'm lost out here. Oh, what is it? Is that a street? Oh, better stop. Oh, okay, let's turn this car around. Oh, we bad. We are bad. Yo. It worked. Yo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it worked. What did I stop at? Look at that, look at it. 50 miles an hour. 50 miles, the car would not move. Okay, we over the block. All right, we'll go get the customer. We'll be right back. All right, we're coming up to the block where the customers is. Let me cut some heat on here, some defrosters. Woo! Oh, this Astral ain't no joke. This big pothole out here. All right, let me go get the customer. There's our van right there. Let me pull up in the front and get the customer, go for a ride. Yeah, we're back.